Hello, everybody, and welcome to the gaming news update here. As we're here to discuss about quite a bit of betas that have been announced for next month already. So we might as well talk about the beta content because the first of the beta contents that we did get is in regards to Concord, which we all know is an upcoming multiplayer game. Sony will be releasing to PS5 and PC. Well, the good news is the beta dates have been revealed for early access. It's going to be going early access from the 12th to the 14th of July. This is for everyone who pre-orders. And by the way, by pre-ordering, you get a code, get 4 codes where you can invite 4 friends to join you in early access, which is really good. As well as that, there's also going to be an open beta weekend from the 18th to the 21st. That obviously you won't need a code for that, but I thought I would share that because it's going to be available for PS5 and PC, and it does say that you're going to need an account for PlayStation Network and internet connection is required. And in terms of the content, all 16 players are going to be available that are going to be coming at launch are going to be available in the beta. Crossplay will be enabled. You'll be able to play 4 different variety-looking maps. A 5th one will be added in the open beta. There'll be 3 game modes to try, which is Trophy Hunt, Carnage Run, and Clash Point. And then, of course, we're going to get Arena Control also included as part of the package. So, and also we get a little glimpse of the Concord story during the beta as well, with more cinematics coming when the game launches on the 23rd of August. But yeah, that's essentially the beta dates if you're wanting to play Concord. So be sure to pre-order if you want to be there for the early access beginning the 12th of July, 12th to the 14th of July, where you'll be able to invite you and 4 other friends to play this game on PlayStation 5 or PC if you're wanting to check out this multiplayer title. So definitely check that out. Yeah, I'm definitely going to be doing content on Concord for those who might be curious about what this game's going to be like on PlayStation 5 and PC. So yeah, so that's a beta that we can look forward to next month, and beta dates for Concord that'll be worth checking out. Now, as well as this, we did also get some word that Marvel Rivals is also getting a beta. They have confirmed that the console beta will be launching on the 23rd of July. It's also going to be available for PC as well. They're going to be trying out the crossplay feature as well. So crossplay will be enabled. And essentially how things are going to work is, if you're on console, you're going to need to fill in a questionnaire and then keep an eye on your emails if you get selected, and they'll let you know if you've been selected to take part in Marvel Rivals. And on Steam, all you need to do is go to the Marvel Rivals Steam page and request access, join Marvel Rivals playtest to sign up, and then obviously they'll let you know if you get a token of appreciation and if you're selected, basically. But yeah, I thought I'd mention that there for anybody who wants to check out Marvel Rivals beta beginning on the 23rd of July for console and PC. So definitely there'll be links in the description if you want to sign up on console to check out Marvel Rivals next month. So that's another cool feature that we thought we'd mention there. As well as that, we found out that Elden Ring's DLC has reached 5 million sales in the first 3 days. Absolutely incredible achievement for Elden Ring. It's doing very, very well. Also, we found out that Star Wars Bounty Hunt is getting a complete remaster for modern hardware for PS4, PS5, and Xbox consoles. So you can finally relive the Star Wars Bounty Hunter game in a remastered form, which is quite nice. On top of that, we found out Capcom's going to have Capcom Next launching on Monday, where they're going to be sharing more details about the Dead Rising PS5 remaster that was confirmed, which is the Dead Rising Deluxe remaster, which was a surprise announcement this past week, but they're going to be revealing more details at the Capcom Next on Monday if you want to know more about this Dead Rising remaster coming to PlayStation and Xbox and PC in the near future. Also, Ubisoft have also confirmed there's going to be more remakes coming from Assassin's Creed. Obviously, Black Flag has been heavily rumored to be the first of those remakes, but I'm sure there'll be plenty more to come from Ubisoft, and I'm sure it'll be interesting. I will say though, I really hope we do get a PS5 release of Assassin's Creed Unity, and hopefully Syndicate, because I love Syndicate. I love the whole London theme, UK themed Assassin's Creed. I hope we do get a PS5 release of that title at some point. Gran Turismo 7's getting a massive update next week. They're going to be revealing it at the GT Gran Turismo World Series next week. If you want to know what more details about the upcoming update they're releasing, Dragon's Dormant has just launched a new update where they're adding 120 frames per second option into the game, which is nice. And on top of that, there's a free limited demo right now that you can try out if you want to check out Dragon's Dormant. There's also been some more details about Metal Gear Solid 3's remake. I'll leave a link in the description if you want to see some of the healing and cameo systems that have been revealed for the Metal Gear remake. Astrobot game has been reported to be roughly 66 gigabytes due to a retail physical versions of the game confirming that it's going to require a 66 gigabyte download file size for Astrobot on PlayStation 5 if you're wanting to play the new Astrobot game. Alongside this, the developers Firewalk Studios have seemed somewhat confirmed that the monetization for Concord is going to be cosmetic only, which the problem with this is every other developer has said the same thing and they've always backtracked it after launch. So yeah, as much as I want to believe their statement, I can't really are they really going to stand by their word? That's the problem, you see. So I don't really want to get my hopes up just in case they backtrack at any point during the development of Concord. But we'll see what happens. Maybe they'll stay true to their word, but I'm not really convinced considering every other developer who has a multiplayer game has said these words before and have backtracked it in many ways. So we'll see if Firewalk Studios stay committed to that state for the entirety of the development of Concord. As well as this, there is a big sale going on PlayStation where they're putting Star Wars Jedi Survivor, Dying Light 2, Dragon's Dormant, Hi-Fi Rush, Hogwarts Legacy, Mortal Kombat 1, Deathloop, to name some of the games that are on offer now until the 2nd of July, if you want to check that out. Insomniac have also confirmed that they're not working on the PS5 port of Sunset Overdrive because they're too busy with Marvel's Wolverine. Very understandable that, that game's getting a lot, obviously going to need a lot of development. We also had some new character trailers for First Descent in preparation for the game's release on Tuesday. You can check that out in the description if you want to be hyped for First Descent when it finally launches on Tuesday. I'm definitely going to be doing some content and streams of First Descent, so you can definitely expect some content of that game over the course of next month. Now, on top of this, we did also get a new Sam & Max game that's been announced for August. It's a remaster, Sam & Max Devil's Playhouse, that will finally get a release on PS4 in August if you want to check that game out. Also, Disney's Dreamlight Valley is introducing Mulan into the Disney Dreamlight Valley world with new content to look forward to. And that content will be dropping. It's dropping right now, funny enough, if you want to check out the new content in Disney's Dreamlight Valley. Also, 12 more characters have been announced for the Dragon Ball Sparking Zero game that's going to be coming in October. So you can now learn about some of the new characters that are starting to emerge. PlayStation have also confirmed their essential games for July. And the good news is if you haven't got Among Us on PlayStation, you can now get your hands on it on PlayStation Plus beginning on Tuesday. So if you want to play Among Us with your PC friends and you're a PlayStation player, you might want to think about getting PlayStation Plus on Tuesday because you can now have access to the full game of Among Us through the console release on PlayStation Plus, along with Borderlands 3 and NHL 2024. Those 3 games are going to be the essential games for the month of July on PlayStation Plus. And it's great to see Borderlands 3 is there because it definitely seems to, I mean, what's the possibilities of a Borderlands 4 announcement taking place in July? Sounds very promising considering Borderlands 4 has been heavily rumored lately. So who's to say that we won't get the announcement next month? I mean, there's a possibility there. should they decide to do it. Also, we had two brand new games that were announced over the last few days. A brand new turn-based Viking RPG called Noiser has been announced for PlayStation 5, and I believe it's for Xbox as well. It's from Norway, the developers, which is Ark Hazard, and essentially they want to build like a sort of a strategy Viking game is kind of what they're aiming to do with this title. So it's kind of more like a strategy title that's been in, yeah, sort of that sort of inspiration is kind of what they're aiming for this game. So definitely expect a lot of strategy when you're playing this game. If you fancy checking this one out in the near future. And then also there's a first-person action RPG called Alkaski. Probably butchered the pronunciation, but yeah, it's a first-person action RPG that's taking inspirations from the likes of Dishonored and Magic, Kingdom Come, Deliverance, etc. Gender-defining games is kind of what they're being inspired by when doing this title. But yeah, they've only done an announcement trailer, but they have promised there will be some gameplay reveals soon for those who are curious about this title, which will be coming to console and PC at some point. Lara Croft Tomb Raider is now popping up in other games, including Dead by Daylight from the 16th of July. You'll be able to finally get the skin of Lara Croft if you want to play as Tomb Raider in Dead by Daylight. And then, of course, Blade Point, the Blade Point free-to-play game, is also going to be doing a collaboration with Tomb Raider to be released in August 2024 for those who want to play as Tomb Raider in that game, where you'll be able to get her iconic outfit in the title. Again, out in August following the Dead by Daylight release of Tomb Raider, which is coming out in a few weeks' time. So thought I'll mention that there. Payday 3 is also finally getting an offline mode, which unfortunately will require internet connection, so keep that in mind. Now, on top of this, we did get a bit party mode that's now come to Modern Warfare 3, where they basically make your characters look like they're on 16 bits visual effects pretty much. So yeah, you can play a mode that is now available in Modern Warfare 3 as part of their new Season 4 content, reloaded content that's just gone live on Modern Warfare 3. But yeah, so that's just, so we've got those announcements. And then on top of that, did find out some news regarding the Future Game Show, because yes, the Future Game Show has just announced their next showcase, which is going to be for Gamescom 2024. And the good news is that they've announced the Gamescom show to be broadcast on the 21st of August 2024 is when you're going to see their Gamescom Future Game Show, where they've promised to reveal over 40 titles for PlayStation 5, PC, Xbox, and Switch. So that will be their next reveal, where they've got lots of brand new world premieres and updates to existing titles, but they have promised they've also promised to sort of reveal a lot of new titles to the world if you're looking to check that out. So yeah, you can check that out on the 21st of August when Future Game Show returns for Gamescom to reveal their next set of titles, which is really, really cool. So I thought I'd mention that there for anybody who wants to check out that showcase just before opening night live on the 21st of August. Alongside this, we did find out that Hypercharge has been getting a huge success in sales on Xbox. They've been able to get over 100,000 sales under a month, which is really good for a new developer who's just launched a action figure style shooter, which is really funny that they've been getting a lot of hype lately since its release. So you can check that game out now. And of course, the game is, so there is, the game is becoming a big deal with a team of 6 employees, which is pretty nice. So I would imagine that this game is bound to join Game Pass at some point. So we're bound to see this game join Xbox Game Pass down the road. So we'll see how it all goes. Project Tamba is apparently going to be a mod coming to Starfield, which brings Elder Scrolls characters to Starfield, which is very interesting there. From this is apparently a Starfield mod that's going to be coming later in the year. Flintlock has also gone gold in preparation for its release in July on Xbox Game Pass. Ford Motorsports has got a big visual upgrade and a new update just recently, which again, there'll be a link in the description if you want to check that out. Now, on top of this, you may have heard that Xbox is planning to bring cloud gaming to Amazon Fire Stick, TV Stick, and they're hoping to bring the service to that platform pretty much very soon, if you want to check that out on the system, which is nice. The patch notes for Palworld's new update has now gone live, by the way, for those who want to check that out. And then on top of that, we did hear some announcements that Horizon 4 is apparently going to get delisted on the Xbox, on console and PC from December this year. But it turns out everybody's trying to fight to keep this game existing because the player count has risen basically around 70,000 players since the announcement of the delisting for December. And also it's got an 80% off on a discount on Steam, which is now basically pushing the game to be #1 currently globally selling Steam game for Xbox, which here right there is clearly proof that Xbox should keep this game on PC and Xbox and should not delist it by all means. So I hope so. I hope that I hope they reconsider their decision, because a lot of people are really, really hoping that for Horizon 4 will remain on Game Pass after this success for Xbox. We'll see what happens. Maybe we'll see how it all goes for players. We'll see. But nevertheless, it's great to see that For Horizon is getting a lot of love on Xbox right now, becoming one of the much loved games. And also it's set in the UK. What is there not to love is then to have a Forza game set in Britain. Pretty really cool, isn't it? Now, on top of this, we also got Phil Spencer, who's going to be kicking off the PAX West 2024 in August. Yeah, like I said, so head of Xbox, Phil Spencer, is going to be there to have an informative and engaging talk at PAX West. So you can definitely expect him to be there to reveal some sort of details, have a nice conversation about progress at Xbox, which is really nice to see. So we'll see what happens in terms of PAX West next month and see what Phil Spencer says. Also, Halloween in June is currently live on the Xbox Store before the end of the month, if you want to see some Halloween discounts for the month of June, which is quite nice. And there's also been some data mines that there's going to be 6 more fighters coming to Mortal Kombat 1 later this year. So there's definitely more fighters on the way. And there's also a multi-team game mode that has online matchmaking on Halo Infinite. Yeah, maybe worth checking out as well. And also Avowed is currently playable, is apparently going to be playable in third person when the game comes out later this year, which is really, really nice. But apart from that, really, I think we've just covered the main basics, really. And oh yeah, as a token of appreciation, it turns out Xbox is also giving out free For Horizon codes to customers as the game prepares to sort of go away from Xbox. They're sort of giving away access to For Horizon, which is pretty nice. So yeah, apparently if you're eligible, you can get your hands on this DLC, which is quite nice. So I thought I'll mention that there if you happen to have got a code to be able to play For Horizon, play it before it disappears, gets delisted at the end of the year. But hopefully Microsoft will reconsider their decision about the game's disappearance, I hope. We'll see what happens. But nevertheless, that's pretty much all the gaming news at this time, and hopefully we'll have more news about Gamescom opening night live and what Jeff Keighley's planning for his show in August, and maybe some more details about Call of Duty Next that we know is coming in August, and revealing plans for what they're going to reveal at the event at the end of August, and also beta dates, official beta dates, Microsoft and Activision regarding Call of Duty Black Ops 6. So see you then.